Hi guys, today we'll be making kebab and bell pepper pizza at home. And now let's get started with 2 cups of refined flour in a mixing bowl. A half cup of lukewarm water. Make sure the water is only warm and not hot, otherwise it will kill the yeast. We'll now add 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast to this. Now we need at least 3-4 minutes to let the yeast get activated. We'll wait for 2-3 minutes and see how it goes. It's all puffed up, it's activated. We'll add 1 teaspoon of sugar to it and 1 teaspoon of salt to the flour. And then we'll start kneading the dough. First we'll use our yeast water, that is lukewarm, and then we'll keep on adding extra normal temperature water, and then we'll knead the dough very slowly with light hands. Make sure the dough is not done in a very pressurized manner. It should not be very tight. The pizza dough is normally very soft. Okay, let's just get this done first and then we'll get on to the next step. Our dough is kind of done now, and now that so much of beating is done, we'll just first add a little bit of olive oil to it so that it doesn't get dried up. After so much of beating, it needs a rest for about 45 minutes at least for the dough to rise. We'll keep it aside. It seems like the dough is all risen up, it's all done and ready to get on with the pizza making. Remove the dough to the workstation, smoothen it a bit with some dry flour. Just even it out so that it's really even from all the sides. Now we'll divide it into 2 parts. Take one part and start stretching it on the flat surface into a flat bread. That's our pizza. We shall also use rolling pin to spread it, and you can make the size that you want. Today I'm not making very thick pizza because that's how I like it. I like more of a thin crust kind of a pizza, so I'm just rolling it out in a thin crust, and then we'll put it on a baking plate. After putting it on a baking plate, make sure it's all stuck to the plate and apply the pizza sauce. That's going to be the first base on the pizza. And once we are done with the pizza sauce, we'll get to our next topping, that is the mozzarella cheese. And please make sure we don't go overboard with it. We'll have to spread it. Maybe we can leave the borderline just to make a crusty borderline of the pizza. So it should not be overflowing. Next is the kebab and the bell peppers. Today's toppings are kebab and bell peppers, but that's something which you can replace it with the choice of your own tastes, and which is absolutely up to you, and the rest of the process remain the same. Let's get on with some sprinkling of herbs. Here I'm only using some oregano. Now red bell peppers, green bell peppers, and a little bit of drizzle of olive oil. That actually makes the taste wonderful. It's time to get into the oven. The oven should be set at 200 degrees and it'll take 15 minutes for our pizza to be baked. We can see the pizza is being baked. It's all puffing up. What a sight. It's beautifully puffing up. And now once the pizza is done, the oven will shut off. It's time to take it out. Let's get going. We can see the pizza has been baked perfectly fine. I'll also show you the crust of the pizza, how it looks like. Let's cut it first. Oops, my pizza cutter seems to be very blunt. I need a sharpening. But anyways, we'll just see how the crust looks like. Alright. Okay, now check the base, the crust. Perfectly baked,